Welcome back. This is the Thursday edition of the nation's most revered breakfast show. Good morning, Namibia. Now, the Namibia University of Science and Technology, as we just learned, will be conferring qualifications to more than 2,800 students, the largest graduating class in recent history. The ceremonies also mark the highest number of master's and doctoral degrees awarded in the institution's history and coincide with NUST's 10th anniversary. And the graduation ceremonies are expected to kick off this morning. Joining us with insight on the significance of this year's graduation and the journey of the university, Madam Cindy van Wyk, Public Relations Officer at the Namibia University of Science and Technology, as well as Professor Swama Hamanyela, Associate Dean, School of Informatics, Journalism and Media Technology. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Good Morning, Namibia.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Madam van Wyk, it's a big day for the Namibia University of Science and Technology,
it is,
right?
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
We are very excited to celebrate our students. We are just so proud of everything they've achieved, of the group, the crop of incredible talent that we have this year.
What is your take on that, Prof?
Well, it's quite exciting, and for the first time we have such a big cohort of graduates. One aspect of this graduate is that quite a number of them are female, obviously. We're also looking forward to 10 PhDs, 1 honorary doctorate, that's the 10th, and 9 academic doctorates.
No small feat.
Yes, no small feat. Equally, quite important is a notable huge number of master's graduates, over 140-something graduates. So, yeah, we witnessing this cohort for the first time is quite big in the history of NUST. I just want to quickly touch on the kind of researches that they have worked on.
Perhaps we can park that aspect for a moment.
Yes.
And get into it once we've established a bit of the background. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Yeah. Madam van Wyk, let's please take at this juncture a slight step back. Speak to us about how the institution has evolved after having become a university a decade ago.
I think for us to really get a great picture of what NUST is today, we need to look back. Many people may not know, but NUST was actually formed in 1980 as an academy. That academy was eventually split into 3, and as time moved on, it was formed as the Polytechnic of Namibia in 1994. From there, we had some time pass, and then in 2015, NUST was signed as an Act of Parliament, the NUST Act of 2015, and it became a University of Science and Technology. And that's where we got our, not really our start, because we've been around, but that's what formed us into who we are today.
And now it's a decade later.
Now it's a decade later.
Yeah. Prof, from where you stand, which were the key milestones of this institution transitioning from an academy originally to eventually a polytechnic and now having been a university for the past 10 years?
Quite interesting. I've been there since day one when it became a university. I have seen personally quite a number of programs being introduced in engineering, in computing. We're talking about AI, we're talking about data science. In health, we're talking about actuarial sciences. Quite a number of things happened. I've witnessed a university or a polytechnic transforming into a university of applied science and technology.
And in the space that you're operating in your discipline, which were the key milestones for you? I'm sure some of those milestones you spearheaded, in fact.
All right, being the first PhD graduate, obviously.
No small feat once again, yeah.
Yeah, we have seen quite a number of achievements for the Faculty of Computing and Informatics. We're the pioneers in the space of technology. We are the pioneers in the space of innovations. We were the first PhD program, Masters in Data Science coming about. Quite a number of software developers joining the industry, media experts joining the industry. Yeah, quite a number of things. Professors being inaugurated, full professors. I don't have the statistics quite on point, but yes.
A lot of reasons to be proud today. Yeah. Madam van Wyk, so the graduation ceremonies kick off today. Speak to us about what we can expect.
Okay, so as you know, we have 3 sessions, so 2 sessions today, one kicking off at 8 and another kicking off at 2, and then we have a 3rd session tomorrow morning. We will be, like you mentioned, we will be graduating 2,804 students, and we're so proud of them. We would just also like to warn the public of the traffic in the area of Mercure Hotel. It will be very congested. We are very excited to celebrate our students, so we don't feel that bad, but we feel a bit bad, so we want to warn you guys that it's going to be a bit hectic.
But we did learn from Superintendent Marceline Murapo
Yes.
from City Police's Public Relations and Community Police section that they will be there to help regulate.
Yes, they will be on hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you mentioned, it's the largest master's cohort, the largest PhD cohort. We will be conferring a honorary doctorate to Mr. Zura Pololikashvili, excuse me. He is the Secretary General of UN Tourism, and he has done incredible work for global tourism, especially regarding the COVID pandemic and revitalizing tourism after the pandemic. So we're very excited to honor him with this. And yeah, we're so excited.
Yes. Prof, you earlier wanted to touch on what this means in terms of NUST research capacity.
Yes, allow me to just reflect on some of the research topics, especially for the PhD that I've noted. These candidates proved to be researchers in some of the national issues that we are facing in Namibia. There are topics on intelligent prognostic and health management system for underground pipes. We're also talking about water management, and that is in terms of machine learning detecting anomalies in smart water meters. We also talk about natural language processing, dealing with pedophilia profiling in child online protection. We also speaks about GIS with the underserved communities, the Ovahimba and Ovatua. So those are just basically some of the most interesting topics that I've spotted in the graduation list for the masters and PhDs.
Do you believe that the market has capacity to absorb all these graduates?
I believe so. And when you are dealing with graduates, we don't always have to look at the existing industry, but we hope the masters and PhD to become innovators, creators of opportunities for the nation, not necessarily to be assumed or taken up by the industry, the existing one. But we hope they will create new industries, new spaces. Yeah.
Very well. Madam van Wyk, one key feature about a NUST graduation, there's always a treat for the students. Are you able to let the cat out of the bag about what the students can expect for their day today?
Obviously, the day is all about the students, so we definitely want to focus on their accomplishments, but we will also be having the Minister of Education, the Honorable Sanet Steenkamp, speak.
Who worked until 4 o'clock this morning in the National Assembly. So please be gentle with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
We love Honorable Sanet. We are so excited to have her there. We will obviously also have our VC, Prof. Harold Naumap, speak. We would just want to celebrate our students and really just motivate them for the road ahead, because we know it's not easy. We know that entering the job market can be very daunting, but having a NUST degree behind you is so powerful because you are future-proof and you are an innovator in your field. So like Prof. Swama said, we expect our graduates to do amazing things.
Very well. Prof, any final thoughts from your chambers before we let you go?
Yes, I just want to bring to the viewers' attention what really contributed to this number of graduates that we have now. NUST, as we know, it has evolved over 10 years now. And NUST has strategically established and positioned itself in the space of postgraduate development. We have a postgraduate development center with a special mandate to work on increasing the number of postgraduate students. In the past few years of the postgraduate center existence, we made sure that the postgraduate students are mentored. They are in for coaching on how they can become better researchers. NUST has also taken the space to utilize its strong partnership with international universities in terms of research supervision and also program development. We have joint degrees with other universities, and we're quite happy about that.
Very well. Madam van Wyk, your final thoughts before we let you go. We don't want you to get stuck in traffic on your way to the hotel.
I think that's going to be inevitable, but we don't mind because we're very proud of our graduates, like I said. I think something that I would just love to highlight is that we have surpassed 1 billion in research funding over the last 5 years. And that just shows what a sought-after university NUST is and how proud we are of our brand and how proud other people are of our brand. Like Prof. Swama mentioned, we have international collaborations with over 25 countries, if I have it right. And we've conferred qualifications to over 4,000 postgraduate students over the last 5 years. So it's just onwards and upwards from here.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time and congratulations.
Thank you
So much.
Yeah. There you have it, Madam Cindy van Wyk, Public Relations Officer at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. Professor Swama Hamanyela, she is the Associate Dean at the School of Informatics, Journalism and Media Technology, talking to us about the NUST graduation ceremonies coinciding with the 10th birthday of the university. We'll be back after a brief break.